Hey guys, I'm Slatic, and today I'll be talking about my favorite Overwatch maps. Specifically, the ones I personally think look the best aesthetically, not necessarily how much fun they are to play on or how balanced they are. A lot of the time, we get so caught up in the actual gameplay of Overwatch that it's rare that we take a step back and admire how good some of these maps look by themselves. When ranking maps on this list, I'll be primarily rating them on how good I think they look and how unique they are. But in this video I'll also talk a little bit about the lore behind the maps and how it contributes to the map's themes. I'll be keeping this list down to 10 maps because there are a few maps that I either don't like the look of at all or feel neutral towards. Remember, this is all just my opinion and you probably have a different one, so if you want to share your personal favorites, let me know in the comments. Number 10. VOLSKAYA Industries. I'm usually not really a fan of snowy settings, which is why VOLSKAYA is low on the list, but VOLSKAYA has a few cool details that no other map really has. For one, I love how when you fall into the icy water, you actually leave a hole. That's a nice little touch that doesn't add much to the gameplay, but it makes it so much more fun to push people off. I also like seeing the giant mech walkers in the distance. Remember, VOLSKAYA Industries is known for producing anti-omnic mechs, as shown in the Infiltration short. Number 9. Hanamura. I'll admit, one of the main reasons I like the look of this map is because I'm into Japanese culture and anime, but I also like how different it looks from the other maps. From the attacking perspective, it starts in a Japanese neighborhood, then leads to a house and a temple with beautiful cherry blossoms. You can also see a city in the distance which has expanded around Hanamura, while the more traditional neighborhood has remained mostly untouched. Number 8. Temple of ANUBIS. I'm a huge sucker for Egyptian-looking architecture in video games and movies, so Temple of ANUBIS is a must-have for me on this list. I like how it embraces the ancient Egyptian style, and it's fun to leap around on the different ledges and pillars and destroy the market stalls. Also, there are a few hover speeders that cross the map at the first attacking spawn that are easy to miss. Number 7. EICHENWALDE. This was the first new map released after the game's initial launch. I can really appreciate this map for just how different it looks. Most maps take place in clean futuristic or grimy industrial settings, while EICHENWALDE decides to go for a much different approach by looking like an ancient village forgotten by time. Everywhere, you can see Bastion units in mechanical Reinhardt-like armors broken and scattered as if there was a major standoff, like in the last Bastion short. Despite this wreckage though, the map is full of life, as plants are found in every nook and cranny of the ruins. Number 6. LIJIANG Tower. This map does a good job of communicating scale. All 3 control points are on different sections of the same tower. Even the uppermost point, Control Center, is still inside the tower. Just by looking outside from that point, it's easy to tell that this place is huge. Number 5. DORADO. DORADO takes place just after a festival, and you can still see the confetti on the ground, like in the hero short. I like how it takes place at night, and how the moonlight shines on the village, making it so that you can still see even though it's night. Number 4. Practice Range. Most people don't consider this a map, and, well, yeah, it's not a real map to play games on, but it's still part of the overall game, and I can't help but appreciate its appearance. It's a testament to the dedication Blizzard has to make the game that looks as polished as possible. They could have easily and cheaply just made some sort of low-ever firing range, but instead, they went the extra mile to make it a unique and aesthetically pleasing map. I like how you can look out into the Russian tundra, and how the map feels like an actual training facility nestled in seclusion. Number 3. Watchpoint Gibraltar. There are a few things I like about this map, like the hangar, the launch pad, and the view. But the main reason it's so high on this list for me is the fact that it's set in dusk. I love how the map faces west, giving a full view of the sunset, and I like how the light beams down on almost all of the outdoor portions of the map. There's not much more to say about it, I just think it looks really pretty. Number 2. ILIOS. I don't care if it exists or not, I want to have a vacation at ILIOS. Everything about this map screams luxury vacation. I hate having to attack and defend a coin all the time. Sometimes, I just want to explore the villages and look at the cool architecture, or maybe even just chill in the hot tub. Stupid game getting in the way of me enjoying myself. Number 1. OASIS. There's no way I couldn't put this at the top of my list. First, it has a whole sunset theme going for it, which I've already said I love. But I just love the style in general. It has a futuristic Arab theme, and the buildings themselves have the colors of the sunset. City Center has a view of the rest of the city. University has cool neon blue lights inside, as well as a scenic balcony. And the gardens are so majestic, sometimes I get lost in them. Oasis's beauty is entrancing, and it's like nothing I've seen before in any game or movie setting. If all new maps from now on are this beautiful, I'd be okay if that was the only new content Blizzard released. Of course, new maps are going to be released constantly as the game goes on, as well as updated maps for holiday events. And even if it's a while before we get our next map, this list will probably change for me regardless in the meantime. Still, I thought it would be cool to explore the beauty in this game. We're usually so caught up in the gameplay that we forget the time and effort Blizzard took to make these maps not only playable and balanced, but also polished and aesthetically pleasing. I thought it would be cool to appreciate an often overlooked feature of the game. Again, your opinion of the best looking maps is probably different from mine, so please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Also, of course, remember to like and share this video, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see videos similar to this one.